Hello, I'm Dr. Daniela Stan, Medical Director of the Breast Cancer Survivorship Program at Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota. Welcome to the yoga series Living Beyond Breast Cancer. This program has been designed to improve the range of motion and mobility after breast cancer surgery. The exercises in this video include movements of the shoulders, spine, and legs. Abdominal muscles will be used to stabilize your core, and arms will bear weight. Bending forward postures are also included. To safely perform these exercises, you should be cleared to activity by your surgical team. If you have cancer involving your spine or other bones, these exercises may not be safe for you. The video sessions were designed by a team of medical professionals in close collaborations with experienced yoga instructors. Modifications of poses will be offered throughout each session. It is important to adjust your poses to your personal level of comfort and stability. Props may include yoga mats, blocks, blankets, and bolsters. Alternatively, you can use pillows or towels to relieve pressure of the joints. It is recommended to use a yoga mat and perform the sequences with bare feet. Having a warm, quiet, and open environment can also be helpful. We hope you find these exercises helpful to your overall well-being and recovery.
Hello, and welcome to part 4 of a 4-part series, Living Beyond Breast Cancer. My name is Amanda, and I'm joined by Anna and Kayla. And this is a 30-minute slow flow practice meant to transition you back into the community for our community yoga class. We'll need 2 blocks and a blanket today, but as always, any props you'd like to bring into your practice are always welcome. We'll be doing some standing balances, so if you're still working on balancing poses, bringing a chair nearby or placing your mat near a wall would be most helpful today as we transition into those poses. All right, let's go ahead and begin and meet in a child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touching. Sit the hips to the heels, walk the hands, arms forward any amount, rest the forehead down on the mat. Use these first few moments to start to arrive into this body, into this practice. Notice how your body's feeling today. Notice how your breath is moving into and out of your body. Notice where your mind space is, any thoughts that are drawing your attention away from this moment. Just acknowledge whatever's there, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're thinking. And then bring your awareness back to this moment, back to this body, back to this breath as you find a deep inhale through the nose, filling up the heart space and belly space. Open your mouth, let the breath go. Breathe in once again through the nose, filling up. Open your mouth, let it go. Now find a third breath in through the nose, deeper than the first 2 breaths. Pause at the top of your inhale, close your lips, exhale out your nose. Keeping that subtle constriction in the back of the throat as you breathe in, as you breathe out, inviting in your Ujjayi Pranayama. This breath you can hear, this breath you can feel. An anchor to this body, an anchor to this present moment. Will stay here for one more round of breath, your own depth, your own rhythm. Now let the next breath in carry you up to a tabletop pose. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Now I'll be your guide through today's practice, but as always, listen to your body, take what you need, leave what you don't, modify as you see fit. Now spread through the palms, find a little bit of lift up and out of the upper back, the mid back. Draw the navel to the low spine. Feel the strength and the stability in this pose. We're here for one more breath in. And one more breath out. And as you inhale, find your cow pose. Lift the heart, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone, front of the body opens. And exhale for cat. Press the floor away, chin to chest, tailbone tops, the back body lengthens and opens. Inhale, roll through your cow spine, full length of breath to get there. And exhale for cat, curling in, tucking in. Last time, inhale, roll through your cow spine, heart reaches forward into the arms. And exhaling, cat pose, hands press, knees press, shins press. Now inhale back to your tabletop pose, stay for your exhale. The gaze is down, back of the neck is long. Now as you inhale, reach the right leg up and back, heel away from the crown of the head. Exhale, knee to nose, thigh to ribs, curl it in, think cat spine. Inhale, extend the right leg up and back, reaching. Exhale, curl it in, knee to nose, thigh to ribs. Now inhale, extend the right leg up and back. Option to stay here, option to lift the left arm up and forward. That's the opposite arm to the leg. Pause for your exhale. One more breath in, reaching forward and back. Keep the leg as it is. Exhale, lower the hands. Step your right foot between your thumbs. I'm going to drop to knee low. Now walk the hands forward, slide the right foot forward so that the hips have that space to shift forward and down. The front knee will stay stacked over the front ankle, but the hips will be low. Option to keep the hands on the floor or bring blocks underneath the hands, lifting the heart a little higher away from the leg. Breathe in, the spine lengthens. Exhale for half split, half Hanuman. Shift your hips back, fold over your front thigh. Now the hips will stay stacked over the back knee. Toes can stay on the mat pointing forward or lift up toward the face. Now pull the hips away from the heart away from the hips to really feel the lengthening, the opening in the back of the right leg. We're here for 2 more breaths. Full inhale. And full exhale. Last breath in. And last breath out. Now inhale back to your low lunge, the front knee bends, the heart lifts. And exhale, tabletop pose, bringing the right leg back under the hip, the palms lower back to the mat. Now inhale, left leg reaches up and back, heel away from the crown of the head. Exhale, curl it in, knee to nose, thigh to ribs. Inhale, extend the left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, curl it in. Inhale, left leg reaches up and back. Option to stay here or float the right arm forward and up. Opposite arm to leg, pause for your exhale. Inhale, lifting, reaching. Keep the leg where it is. Exhale, lower the hands, step your foot between your thumbs. Find that drop knee low lunge. Now make that space once again. Walk the hands forward, slide the left foot forward. Shift the hips forward and down. Hands to the floor or blocks. Inhale, lift the heart, lengthen the spine. Exhale for half split, half Hanuman. Shift the hips to stack over the back knee, fold over the front thigh. The toes can stay down or lift up toward the face. Pull the hips away from the heart away from the hips. Imagine the spine getting longer with every breath in and the belly sinking deeper with every breath out. We're here for 2 more breaths. Full inhale. And full exhale. Last breath in. And last breath out. Now inhale back to low lunge, the front knee bends. Exhale, tabletop pose, bring the left leg back under the hips, the hands to the floor. Now move your blocks off to the side, somewhere out of the way but still within reach. Tuck your toes underneath. We'll come into a modified child's pose as we sit the hips to the heels, walk the hands forward any amount, the belly rests on the thighs, the forehead comes to the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Now look to the top of your mat, inhale. Exhale, make your way to a down dog variation. That can be tabletop pose, puppy dog pose. The arms can walk forward any amount. Or downward facing dog. The knees float, the hips float. Now from your down dog variation, tabletop, puppy dog, or downward facing dog, pedal out the heels, maybe find some movement in the body that feels good, that feels right. Wagging the tailbone, tilting the hips. Now come back to stillness in your down dog variation. And we'll begin to walk our way to the top of our mat, coming into a forward fold. Feet will be as wide as the hips. Knees can bend any amount. Shift the weight slightly forward into the balls of the feet. Option 2, keep the hands on the ground, the arms heavy, or find ragdoll pose, crossing the forearms. Let the head and neck be heavy. Let the belly rest, fall toward the thighs. If you found a ragdoll pose, switch the cross of the forearms. Keep the weight shifting forward into the balls of the feet. Hands can always come to blocks any amount. If you're feeling a little bit dizzy, you can bend the knees, stack the forearms on the tops of the thighs. The head lifts above the heart. We're here for one more full breath in. And full breath out. Now release the hands toward the floor, bend the knees. Press the feet into the ground as you inhale, rise up to stand to Tadasana Mountain Pose, leading with the heart, growing from the ground up. The arms will come to the sides of the body, palms spin to face forward. Pause here, eyes open or eyes closed. Feeling the feet root, the crown of the head rise. Finding your Ujjayi breath once again, if you've lost it. Feeling the chin align over the heart over the hips over the heels. We're here for one more breath in. And one more breath out. Now starting to build a little bit of heat, a little bit of rhythm. Heel to the feet to touch. Press the feet down, inhale. Reach the arms up any amount, Urdhva Hastasana, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, the belly towards the thighs. Halfway lift, inhale. The fingertips can stay on the floor, come to the shins or find blocks. Exhale, forward fold. Weight is in the front of the feet. Press the feet down, inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead any amount. And exhale, Tadasana Mountain Pose, the arms to the sides of the body. Pause here, breathe in. And breathe out. Now if you press, inhale, arms lift up any amount, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Feet press, inhale, reach arms high, Urdhva Hastasana. Here's a change. Exhale, side body stretch to the right arm down to the right side of the leg. The left arm reaches up and over, or the hand can come to the shoulder or the hip. We're here for one more breath in, and one more breath out. Now inhale through center, both arms lift. Exhale, side body stretch to the left arm to left hip. Right arm reaches up and over, or the hand comes to the shoulder or the hip. We're here for one full breath in. And breath out. Inhale back up through center. And exhale, Tadasana, Mountain Pose. Beautiful. Inhale, arms reach high. Gather breath, gather space. Exhale, forward fold, belly to the thighs. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Feet press, inhale, arms reach high, any amount. Exhale, side body stretch to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side body stretch to the left. Inhale, back to center. Here's a change. Exhale, twist to the right. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, back to center, back to forward. Exhale, left side body stretch. Left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, both arms reach high, feet press. Exhale, Tadasana Mountain Pose. Beautiful. Breathe in and breathe out. Press your feet down. Inhale, reach your arms up any amount. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, lower your hands. Step back to your downward facing dog variation. So tabletop, puppy dog pose, or downward facing dog. We're here for 2 breaths. Full inhale. And full exhale. Last breath in. Press the hands forward, the feet back. And full exhale. All right, inhale to prepare for a change. Exhale, step your right foot forward, low lunge, top of the mat. Now the back knee can stay lifted or dropped. Inhale, easy twist to the right. Right arm lifts up to the sky. Exhale, stay. Last breath in. And last breath out. Now come back to your low lunge. The right hand lowers to the mat. The back knee can stay dropped or lift. Inhale to low crescent lunge or high crescent lunge, arms to the sky. Stay for your exhale. Last breath in. And exhale, lower the hands down to the mat, palms frame the front foot. Breathe in. And exhale back to your down dog variation. Right leg steps back. Pause here, 1 inhale. And 1 exhale. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, step your left foot forward. The back knee can stay lifted or dropped. Inhale, easy twisting lunge, left arm reaches to the sky. Stay for your exhale. Last breath in. Last breath out. Now lower your hand back to low lunge. The back knee can stay dropped or lift. Inhale, low crescent lunge or high crescent lunge, arms to the sky. Pause here for your exhale, legs strong. Last breath in, arms reach high. Exhale, low lunge, hands fall back down to the mat. Inhale, lift the heart, lengthen. Exhale, downward facing dog, left foot. That's right. Now right here, 2 breaths. Your own depth, your own rhythm. This is our home base. Off on your last breath. Now option to stay here, or option to find 3-legged dog, right leg lifts. Exhale to low lunge, step your foot between your thumbs. We'll all do this low lunge, back knee is lifted. Keep the hands on the floor, or frame the front foot with blocks, hands under blocks. Inhale to warrior 2. The back foot drops parallel to the back of the mat. The arms cartwheel up and around. Stay for your exhale. Now take the work and the weight out of that front leg. Align the shoulders over the hips. The arms can reach forward and back, or hands can come to the hips. Stay here, upper inner thigh strong. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last breath in. And last breath out. Inhale to star pose. The front knee straightens, the front toes turn in, the arms reach up any amount. Exhale for goddess pose. Heels and toes out. Bend the knees, sink the hips. You can cactus the arms. The hands can come to the shoulders, or hands can stay on hips. We're here for 2 more breaths. Full inhale. And exhale, sink the hips a little bit deeper. Beautiful. 1 more breath in. And 1 more breath out. Inhale, back to star pose. Legs parallel, feet parallel, arms reach high. Exhale, warrior 2, front to the mat. Front toes turn out, front knee bends. Flip the front palm. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Reach that right arm up and back. Exhale for extended side angle pose. Front forearm to front thigh. That back arm, hand can come to hip, shoulder, or the arm can reach up and overhead. Inhale. Exhale, keep rooting, reaching through the back heel. 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. Inhale, reverse triangle pose. The front knee straightens. Reach that front arm up and back. Exhale for triangle pose, Trikonasana, shoulders over hips. Reach the hips back as you extend the fingertips forward. Keep that length in the side body, and then let those front fingertips fall to the shin, the ankle, a block, or the floor. The top arm can reach up to the sky, the hand can come to the shoulder, or the hand can come to the hip, finding your variation in this pose. Wherever you go, the back heel is rooted, back leg is strong. Now for those of you still cultivating the balancing poses, find that space, that place near that wall or that chair, have a block nearby, as we are going to be transitioning into a standing balance pose. So we'll all look forward, top of the mat, breathe in. As you exhale, bend the front knee, reach the fingertips in front of the toes, come to half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. The back foot can stay connected to the mat, or you can float the back foot, the back leg up and away. Hips are open and stacked, shoulders are open and stacked. The top arm again is still reaching up toward the sky, or the hand can come to the shoulder or the head. Find the balance, find the breath. If you fall, just get right back into the pose, an opportunity to grow, to expand, to adapt, to learn. Half moons wherever you are, 1 more breath in. Exhale, forward fold, bring the big toes to touch, the legs together, both hands to the back. Shake the head no, shake the head yes. Inhale, halfway lift, find length in the spine. Exhale to downward facing dog, your variation. So tabletop puppy or downward facing dog. We're here for 2 breaths, full inhale. And full exhale. Last breath in. And last breath out. Option to stay here, inhale 3-legged dog, the left leg lifts. Exhale to low lunge, we'll all meet here, the back knee is lifted. Hands can stay on the floor. You can bring blocks underneath the hands to bring the floor closer to you. Inhale to warrior two, the back foot drops down parallel to the back of the mat. The arms cartwheel up and around. Now the arms can extend, reaching forward and back, or the hands can come to hips or shoulders, just like before. Keep the shoulders over the hips, keep the upper inner thighs strong. Find the breath in this pose. Don't lose the bend in the front knee, keep that front knee bent. We're here for one more full breath in. And full breath out. Inhale, star pose, the front knee straightens, the front toes turn in, the arms reach up to the sky any amount. Exhale for goddess pose, the heels in, the toes out, bend the knees, sink the hips. And any variation of the arms that work for you today, but keep the hips low. Really press the feet into the ground, crown of the head light up toward the sky. Full inhale. And exhale, you've got this. Last breath in. And last breath out. Now inhale, star pose, straighten the legs, feet parallel to the mat. And exhale, warrior two. The front toes turn out, the front knee bends. Now flip the front palm, inhale, peaceful warrior, side body stretch, reach it up and back. Exhale, extended side angle pose, front forearm to front thigh, and that back arm can reach up and over the ear. The hand can come to the shoulder or the hip. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath in. And last breath out. Now inhale, reverse triangle pose, the front knee straightens, that top arm reaches up and back. Exhale for Trikonasana, triangle pose, shoulders over hips, arms outstretched, then reach the hips back, the front fingertips forward, keep that space, and then let the fingertips fall. Find any variation for the top arm that works for you. Any variation in those fingertips in the front of the mat, either the shin, the ankle, the floor, or a block. Now again, if you're still cultivating your balancing poses, this is a good time to find your chair or the wall or a block nearby as we start to make our way to our half moon pose. So we'll all look to the top of our mat, breathe in, just beyond the toes, gaze. Exhale, front knee bends, reach the fingertips forward, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. The back foot can stay connected, touching the ground, or that back leg can lift. If it's lifting, foot is flexed, leg is strong. Hips are open and stacked. Shoulders open and stacked. Gaze is down, breath is deep. Notice any shifts, any changes in the balance. If you fall out of the pose, extra points, opportunity to try again, learn again, grow and expand. Half moon, stay one more breath in. And exhale, forward fold, bring the big toes to touch, the legs together, hands to the floor. Shake your head no, and shake your head yes. Release any tension in the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, come back to your down dog variation. Beautiful, 2 breaths. Full inhale. And reset, exhale. Last breath in. And last breath out. Now inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step, hop, walk, or jump. We'll all meet top of the mat. Forward fold. When you arrive, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Now inhale, chair pose. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Lift the arms up any amount. Imagine that chair's behind you, just reaching the hips back toward the chair. Squeeze the upper inner thighs. Don't worry about how high the arms are, just spin the pinkies to point down. Last breath in. And exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Bring the arms down to the sides of the body. All right, we have another standing balance here, so find your chair or your wall. Inhale, lift the arms up any amount. Come into the ball of the right foot, or lift the right knee into the chest. Exhale for eagle legs, bring the palms to heart center. So wrap the upper inner thighs, that foot, the right foot can kickstand, or wrap around the calf. Keep the shoulders stacked over the hips, just imagine dropping yourself down a little bit. Option to keep the hands at heart center, or inhale, open the arms. Exhale for eagle arms, crossing that right arm underneath the left, giving yourself a hug, wrapping around the shoulders, or bringing the back of the forearms to touch for eagle arms. Stay here with this breath, this pose, this focus. Full inhale, full exhale. Last breath in, and last breath out. Inhale, reach the arms up any amount, knee to chest any amount. Exhale for airplane pose. Sweep the arms back, start to hinge at the hips as you reach that right leg back. Stay with the breath. Stay with the balance. Option to keep the arms lifted or bring the hands to blocks or the floor. We're here for one more breath in. Exhale to low lunge. Now we all bring the hands to the floor. The front knee bends. The back foot lands. You made it. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog variation, whatever that looks like to you. One breath in. One breath out. Now inhale, look forward, top of the mat. Exhale, step, hop, walk. Make your way to a forward fold. Front of the mat. When you arrive, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Lift the arms up any amount. Belly lifts up and away from the thighs. Make that space in the low spine. Keep squeezing the upper inner thighs. Stay with the breath. Doesn't matter what your pose looks like as long as you're just breathing. One more full inhale. And exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Arms to the sides. Beautiful. Inhale the arms up any amount. Come into the ball of the left foot or lift the knee into the chest. Exhale for eagle legs, your variation. Cross the left thigh over the right. Bring the palms to heart center. The foot can stay on the floor. Kickstanding, finding the support, or the toes can wrap around the calf. Option to keep the hands at heart center. Or inhale, open the arms. Exhale for eagle arms. Cross the left arm underneath the right. Give yourself a hug, or bring the back of the forearms to touch. Find your gaze. Find your breath. Stay. One more full inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, the arms lift, left knee into the chest. Exhale for airplane pose. Sweep the arms back, reach the leg back. The toes can come to touch on the ground or lift. Option to keep the arms reaching back or bring the hands to the floor or blocks. Wherever you go, invite the wobbles, explore at your edges. Extra points if you fall, get right back in. One more inhale. Exhale, low lunge, the front knee bends, the hands land, the foot drops back in the mat. Breathe in, and exhale, downward facing dog. Allow me in our down dog, our home base, your variation. We're here for 2 breaths. Full inhale. And exhale. Last breath in. And last breath out. All right, drop the knees, sit back into the heels. Swivel your legs out in front. We'll all be in a seat, knees bent, feet to the floor. Now find one of your blocks. Bring it into the hands. The hands will press into the short outside edges of the block, and then bring the block somewhere near the locus. And we're gonna come into a boat pose, but we have 3 options here. Option 1 is to keep the feet on the ground. We're all gonna lean back slightly. This is option 1, feet on the ground. Option 2 is half boat pose, floating the shins off the floor, parallel to the floor rather. Option 3 is to straighten the legs, full boat pose. So find your variation of boat pose, and then we'll begin. Inhale. Exhale, boat twist to the right, tap the block to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, tap to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist, tap to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Great job. One more round. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, we twist and tap to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale, tap, twist to the left. Inhale, center, lift and open the heart. And exhale, lower the feet down. If they've lifted, place your block off to the side. Beautiful. All right, bring the soles of the feet to touch. Let the knees fall wide. Reach back, untuck the seat so that you have a forward anterior tilt of the pelvis. Bring the hands to the shins or the ankles. Inhale, lift the crown of the head up to the sky. And exhale, fold forward for your Baddha Konasana. The elbows, the forearms can make their way to the inner thighs, gently opening, gently pressing. Let the top of the head be heavy. Let the back body open and lengthen. breathe into the back body space. Breathe into any resistance, any tightness you're feeling in the hips. Remove any tension in the upper back and neck. Stay connected to your Ujjayi breath, deep and full. We're here for one more inhale. And one more exhale. Now inhale, rise back up to a seat, shoulders over hips. And exhale, bring the knees back together, the feet back to the floor. Now scoot yourself somewhere near the middle of your mat so you have a little bit of runway space behind you. And grab 2 blocks. The first block will come just behind you. And the second block will come to the top of the mat. Now you can place the blocks medium, low height setting. We're coming into a supported fish pose. That first block can be between the shoulder blades or just below the shoulder blades. So start to make your way to your supported fish now. Walk the hands behind you. Get the middle back supported on that first block again, either below the shoulder blades or between, and then the head will come to that second block. When you feel steady, secure, straighten the legs and bring your arms down to your sides, low V. Palms face up. This is option 1. Option 2 is to lift the arms up just a little bit, finding a low W, opening the heart just a little bit more. Option 3 is to cactus the arms, lifting the elbows up in line with the shoulders. Staying in this variation unless the arms are floating off the ground. If they are, just come back to any of the first 2 variations. Close your eyes or find a soft gaze up toward the sky. No work here, just let go. Breathe into any tightness, any resistance you're feeling in the heart space, the arms, the shoulders. Just let your body begin to soften. Breath deep. Notice if the mind is wandering into the past or the future. And if it is, just guide it back here to this moment, this breath, this body. We'll stay for one more full breath in. And one more full breath out. Now open the eyes if they've closed. Bring the arms back down to your sides, palms face down. Bend your knees, bring your feet back to the floor. And just roll yourself over to one side or peel yourself up and off of your blocks. Just coming up to a seat. Move one of your blocks out of the way, out to the side. And then the other block will come right near the hips. Now lower yourself to lie down on the back supine position. Keep the knees bent, keep the feet on the floor. We're coming into a supported, restorative inversion. So walk the feet a little closer to the hips, press into the feet. Lift the hips up and away from the mat, and then take your block, slide it underneath the low spine or the seat, either the medium height setting or the low height setting. Make sure that the hips are secure and supported by that first, or by that block, any height that is best for you, and then gather the knees into the chest. And then lengthen, straighten the legs up to the sky. No need to really engage the legs, just find a soft bend in the knees and the ankles. Turn your palms to face up, low V shape in the arms. Close your eyes or just gaze beyond the toes. Let the hips melt into the block, the low spine lengthen. Feel the weight in the body just float, just drain away. Connect back to this breath deep and full. We're here for one more full breath in. And one more full breath out. Now slowly bend the knees, bring the feet back to the floor. When they arrive, just lift the hips up and off of the block, place it off to the side. Bring the hips back to the mat, and the hands to the low belly. Just pause here for a full breath in. And a full breath out. Now gather your knees into your chest, place your hands on your shins. Option to just rock gently side to side or stir the knees in small circles, one direction and then the other, finding balance. And bring the knees back into the chest, the thighs back to the belly. Wrap the arms around the shins. Inhale, float the forehead to the knees. Give yourself a big hug, big squeeze. And exhale for Shavasana. Let the legs extend. Your arms rest at the sides of your body. Close your eyes. Find one last deep, full breath in through the nose, filling up. Open your mouth, let it go. Letting go of your Ujjayi breath, letting go of any controlled breath rhythm, returning to a natural breath rhythm. Letting your body soften, letting your body be still, letting go of the doing, just allowing yourself to be here and now, just as you are. Staying just as you are, start to bring some awareness back to your breath. Invite your breath back into your body, deepening your inhale and your exhale. Start to bring your body back to awareness by finding movement in your fingers and your toes. Circling ankles and wrists. Bending your elbows, finding any movement that feels good, that feels right, that starts to awaken the body, maybe a gentle stretch. Begin to bend the knees, bring the feet back to the floor as you roll over to rest on your side body. I'm just pausing here for a moment of gratitude, a moment of appreciation. For this breath, this body, and this practice, all the ways it supports us, both on our mats and off. And with your eyes still closed, begin to make your way to a seat, palms joining together at heart center. And we'll close our practice today with one last collective breath together. As we inhale deeply through the nose. Open your mouth, let it go. Thumbs rise to forehead, third eye center. Then down to the lips. And then back down to the heart. Bringing light into everything we think, speak, and do. Remembering that healing is within and to be loved. Namaste.